Well, guys, it's about time we talked about Day of the Dead's remake.
Oh boy, when it comes to remakes for Romero films, they're either bad or really good. In 1990, there was a remake of Night of the Living Dead, which was decent. There was another remake for Night of the Living Dead, and it was bad. Dawn of the Dead, on the other hand, was actually really good and handled in a very different way from the original. Thus, it made more sense to consider that a remake rather than the putrid idea of creating a movie about a film that was relatively bleak and not very happy into a movie that just didn't seem to fit. So, yeah, today's is the Day of the Dead remake, and God am I unhappy.
The guy is correct. I mean, Dawn of the Dead's remake was great. It was so cool. It had everything that you could want. But this one? Roll it!
Right off the bat, we meet with our main character again, this time played by Mina Suvari. In all reality, she's not a half-bad actor, but the problem is the rest of them are. But I'm getting ahead of myself. So, anyway, our main character goes to her hometown with the military, who of course all hate this hometown because it's been affected by zombies. So she takes a friend of hers, potential love interest number 1 here, Bud, into her town, where she and amongst the others are then trapped in a bunker and have to survive. This is the only time we actually get a semblance of the original Day of the Dead. And from this point on, it's another one of those movies that says, you know what? Fuck it. The original does not need to exist, thus we shouldn't need to exist. They do a couple of bad things, like have Nick Cannon spout one-liners and kill off Ving Rhames within the first 5 minutes. Oh yeah, Ving Rhames in this movie is an asshole. In the other one, he was a jerk. Cool jerk, but not an asshole. Thanks, movie. Thanks a lot for that.
Oh, sorry. I didn't feel like paying attention to the film, so they treated me, the fan of Romero's masterpiece that is Day of the Dead, to nothing more than just a couple of in-jokes.
While we're on the topic of in-jokes, I might as well just say it. This movie doesn't even mention the previous film. You know, the original Day of the Dead. And this is probably due to the fact that the director of this one, you know, Stephen Miner, has some decent credit to his work. He has some good movies, but my only guess is they hired him and said, you know what, we don't want you to take a look at this film. We don't want you to take a look at any film. Just make a zombie movie and we'll plaster the name onto it. And so he did. He made a movie with all the same actors because they told him to, and they decided to just do nothing with it.
You know, I like how you ramble on and rant about something, and I have to finish it up. Anyway, would I consider Day of the Dead to be an excellent film? Hell no! If it had been under a different name, just like Day of the Dead 2, it would have been easier just to say, it's an okay zombie flick. But it can't, because the characters are connected to Dawn of the Dead, and that's just stupid in my opinion. So I say, skip Day of the Dead 2, skip Day of the Dead, the remake, and stick with Day of the Dead. Next time, I'll be reviewing Children of the Dead. And